Okay, welcome back to the Desert of the Real. Whilst re-listening to the civilian testimony of Angel, the oldest son, describing and going through what they experienced and saw, and also then listening to the 911 phone call whereby they describe where they last observed the X-ray tangos in relation to their backyard and the events that had taken place shortly thereof before that. Of a modicum of satisfaction, I might add, that his description of the X-rays, despite it differing from the sketches that the family subsequent made of the X-ray operators, matched my initial ID on these cats. The very first optical analysis where I took a good look at this video, I immediately ID'd the two X-ray tangos as seen here. So we've got what we are meant to assume is the engine bay of the forklift, Caterpillar payloader, like this. Okay, this is the grill here. Okay, like this area all in here is supposed to be the grill. Okay, and the cab is like either the post is here with the roof there and another post over here or whatever. Maybe that's a post. Then you've got Tango 1 as ID'd by these two googly white eyes. Okay, and whatever this indistinct body or creature or whatever is in behind that. Okay, so that's Tango Uno. Right? Okay, then we've got Tango 2. Here's his two googly white eyes. Okay, like this. And his, I think, is like snout or head or something like this. And then I'm not exactly sure how his body sets out here. First, I thought this might have been his bent arm, because you could see it sort of giggling around. But whatever. That I hadn't got. This was the very first thing I had ever looked at, so I was saying that's Tango 2. Okay, so there you go.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, "Look behind the forklift." So I look. Keep in mind I'm facing the forklift, and then I see the alien creature. So when I saw it, it was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray greenish color, and when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. Like the same experience as having sleep paralysis. Keep in mind I'm staring at him, and I look at his whole body, and he has a weird looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And I could hear his loud deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again. And I start running towards the house. That's when I call 911, and here's the 911 call.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
And I'm just going on the surface here. All we could see as far as him was his two, what I'm going to call white eyes, sticking up in the location where we would assume an operator's eyes would be, sticking up from behind the engine bay of the forklift. It's actually a Caterpillar payloader. And the second, and you will note that in Angel's description, testimony, both on the phone and in the video that he released, he said that one was beside the forklift. However, he goes on to say that he was facing the forklift. So beside, behind, I think we can possibly interchange these two terminologies. Now, this leads me to the subject of an upcoming video. I'll try to keep these from dragging on too long, of the optical challenges in coming to resolve on the optical imagery we are provided of the forklift/forklifts, because a lot of it doesn't make sense, and this will I believe allow the observer to start to realize that all is not what it seems in these anomalous events. I've been trying to point out how the entire environment, and I'm talking every single thing in the environment, including the people, and we'll get to that, start to operate in a way and present optical signatures that which are not consistent with our typical understanding of how physical matter operates. So we'll get to that. But there you go. This is it for now. And there you have it.